Yo, yo, yo. This is Afi Keenum. I got a special guest, and we're going to just chop it up like players do. My man Isaac. So we're going to just chop it up, right? Because this is what I want y'all to learn, the art of finesse and conversation. Because the reason why you don't have no success is because you try to study these fucking lines and these fucking approaches and doing certain things when you need to just do things the way you do things, right? Because everybody's personality is different and everybody's vibe is different. And that's why I fuck with my guy Isaac. See, the thing is, and let me tell you about you, bro. And I'm just being 100% transparent because it's a gift and a curse.
Right.
Your information is kind of strong, and you probably get more young cats, right?
Yeah, I do.
See, the young cats don't understand the value of the shit that you be saying yet.
Mhm.
I can understand it because I'm older, and then I met you, so like it's just certain things that you say. Like, just go through your archive, just say one of your old videos, and we gonna just unpack that. Just give me
Choose
one.
a beast or pedestrian. That's one of my oldest videos that I have.
No, just one of your new ones. But I'm just saying,
Oh,
like,
one of
so
my new ones.
yeah.
Seducer through the highs and lows of emotional and mental sex. I already did see
You
like the
proved my
title
point
already.
without me even having to say anything.
Already the title then and there just showed everything. You know what's
Right?
amazing?
Right? So for cats who can't like get phone numbers
Yeah,
and shit, that sounds like flourish.
it
You
does. It
speak the
does.
Russian to their ass, bro, because that's a strong concept. Because see, but the thing is, boom, like, see, I like how you talk the finesse game, how you talk about talking sexually to the woman. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. And see, but
Yeah.
the thing is, you gotta have the finesse to pull that off, or else
Right.
it's not gonna hit right. See,
Yeah.
it's like I'm Snoop and you Nipsey, right? We can both speak on
hmm
that frequency.
hmm
You know what
But when
I'm
we
saying?
speak to the masses, we
Yeah.
got to speak on a certain level for them to understand.
Uh-huh. But just like 50 Cent, you think 50 Cent, he don't know how to talk finesse because it's not his demeanor. It won't
Yeah.
come up. And that's the reason why. Remember, when he came off with it ain't nothing about me, I'm the PIMP. It didn't really seem pimpy though until Snoop saved that.
Oh yeah. And when he was,
Snoop
yeah,
saved
I
that.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, because I make it well. That's not a pimpy though. That's not for real. But for people that don't know, it is. But look at
hmm
his outfit. He out on a white tank top, a fedora, in some white jeans and a G unit belt. That's not pimpy, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Bridging it together. Yeah. And the thing with that too is because I've always been in that bubble of knowing that okay, I'm in this type of way of thinking. All right, so how can I bring it to the masses? Basically, in that sense, of course, I can say something instead of saying seduce her to the highs and lows of emotional and mental sex. I can just say seduce her this way to get her wet, and maybe that may ring something to you and be like, oh, okay. And then when you listen to it, you hearing a little bit more and into these things, and you know I like that you bring that up because I noticed you always talk about the finesse game. Like in your older videos, you would always speak on the finesse game and how to maneuver in certain things. You even gave me you gave me some advice behind the scenes on how to navigate it in certain ways like that. And that always brought me to the thing of what what got you to the finesse thing though? Because I've always thought about that, like the beginning of the born, like the birth of finesse, the birth of dominance mindset. Just the birth of that. Like where did that start from? It's always intriguing to hear.
Cool, cool. That's an excellent question too. See, this is just what I asked for. I know what I've been asking for. You ask the universe, you get the fire shit.
All the
So,
time.
so the finesse game. So I'm gonna bracket it up. So
Yeah.
for the first layer. Oh yeah, let me debut my new belt too because I just got this today. We
Right here, right
finally
now.
got
What's
the
up? We
million
here.
dollar belt. We got the $1 million belt, and then I got the special one too. Because the thing is, you know what? I'll tell the story on this one on my wrestling channel. But yep, I just got this joint today, and it's a
That's
special made
hard.
one because it ain't got the links on there. It got the green belt. I want it to be different, just like we being different now. So back to the finesse game.
I fuck
So
with that.
for the first thing of it is I'm a very observant cat. So I'm a
Mhm.
people watcher. So that's
Yeah.
for one. And I'm bringing that up because it's like siblings, right? Two
Right.
people could be in the same household, but they're learning different shit. So in order for the finesse game, you have to be able to observe first. That's connected to my second point, which is being raised by women. But if you're not observant, being raised by women don't matter. See how it works?
Mm-hmm.
You need this step to get to this step.
Right.
I observe, but I was raised by women. My father passed, so I had my mother, I had my sister, and then I had a gang of sisters through association because they got their circles of friends. And I
Mm-hmm.
was that who they would all with the curly hair and the big eyes and shit, and who they always wanted to fuck with. And,
Yeah.
so cute, woo woo woo, and all of that. And so I would watch how they interact and talk to women, right? So I
Yeah.
would,
Yeah.
yeah. So like even like I would
Observe. Yes. Yes.
yeah, even I would hear the bad things, and I always told myself when I was young, like I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to
What
be the guy on the other side of the phone.
What was some of the bad things you heard though? Just so they know,
The bad thing,
so they can learn about themselves.
just being like the pizza man guy or the food guy or the bailout guy. Like a lot of you times, you see, you deal with women, and since you either A want to have sex or B wanting to keep having sex, that
Mm-hmm.
you continuously interact with them in for those possibilities, right? So for me, so I can hear my mama on the phone with a cat, and then she can be like, "Oh yeah, sweetie, boo 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 boo," and then she get off the phone and she be like, "Oh yeah, that nigga hella stupid," you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type shit, right?
Yeah. 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 You know,
Uh huh.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Seeing women like just like how the red pill, how we exchange notes, seeing how women exchange notes to each other, and seeing how they bracket and position different dudes. See, I'm learning all this shit at 6.
Yeah.
I'm observing it though.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not to get chicks, just because I like to watch human behavior and I like to see causes and effect. Okay, so when these people do this, then this usually happens. So now you thought I forgot, we're gonna go into the third thing. So, we got the being observant, being raised by women, and the third thing is obviously just being the smooth, charismatic cat who was very confident. Luckily for me, my mother and she endorsed and indoctrinated me with confidence that came from her, then transferred to me within, and then it comes out, right? So that means that my shit ain't based on A, what I have, and B, no bitch. So that's
Yeah.
how I'm able to conquer all, because a lot of you cats, you need the bitch to tell you the shit.
Yeah.
You need all of that shit. I don't need all of that shit. As soon as I wake up and open my eyes, I mean, like I'm the shit for 178 day, whatever. And the thing is, and dudes can listen to it. They could be like, "Oh, you know what? Afi ain't all that." I know. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's how I
Yeah.
got you already covered, bro. Because
Mhm.
because your opinion can't affect me, right? And the thing is you already telling me that I'm ahead of you, and I speak on a higher frequency because I can't even relate to your frequency.
Mhm.
You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I can
Yeah.
hear what you're saying, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. Because they're what they're saying is the opposite of what they really mean, basically. So like that, and that translates to that. Now let me ask you this. So you know how you were talking about, you were giving that from your mom to you. Did you grow up? And this is just an observation because this is something from my background that I learned at an early age. Thankfully, was that did you not grow up with a lot of stuff? Like, did you have to learn to love what you had at the moment? Like everything. Of course, it's not like being like fucking poor, but it's like, okay, I do have an apartment, but I use my creativity and imagination to make it the most of what it is. I'm grateful for what it is at a young age.
I'm enjoying. Man, I gotta pat myself on the back, bro. I know it. Like I'm telling you,
Mhm.
I knew that you was gonna ask me shit I never been asked before. I love it, bro. Bro. You can go on 50 interviews, and after them 50 interviews, fucking 37 of them questions gonna be the same, bro. Like,
Always.
so that's a good question. No, and that builds to the confidence. No, I was spoiled, bro. So I had all the women telling me I was so cute, so handsome, such blah 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 when I was young. But it didn't attach to me wanting to have sex though. But
Right.
it came from the opposite sex. You see
Mm.
what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
um, Yeah, I was spoiled, bro. I got all the video games. I was the cool kid. Everybody wanted to come spend the night at my
Oh,
house.
that's fine.
Right? So I got all the shoes, the polos, the boogie boys. I lived in the suburbs and shit. You know what I'm saying? We had the white kids on my block and everything. And we got pianos. I had a piano in my house. Got all the toys, all of this shit, bro. But the thing is, I'm gonna give you the science behind it because my father
Okay.
passed away when I was 3. So my mother overcompensated her love for me
Yeah.
behind that. So it's like she was almost trying to love me for two people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Oh, because
saying?
your father wasn't there, right?
Right.
Right.
So that is that's an internal overload, right? Because this is all happening before I'm even getting interested in bitches, bro.
Yeah.
Look at all this confidence building before sex is even on the menu.
Yeah.
It
Exactly.
already build it up. So, and
Mhm.
then just certain things like, okay, even how, and I'm gonna teach y'all like how the friends and shit matter. So, as a kid, like I just told you, and then so boom, I started a boxing league and shit with the neighborhood kids. I used to fuck
Oh, that's
everybody
fine.
up. I used to fuck everybody up, bro. And then one of the cats, he was an older cat. He came. He had the biggest house on the block, and he did taekwondo. So everybody hopped on his dick, and he had all the ring and shit and this, so everybody got on his dick. And he converted the rules and shit. So we was doing his shit. So he was kicking everybody ass and mine too, right?
Yeah. You know what's crazy on another level? Cause like we
Yeah,
can get into that later if it comes up, but that's like you know how people are so big into social status, like in social media realm. That's social status right there before it even became onto
right.
social media. It was already what like the biggest house, new taekwondo, X, Y, and Z. I mean, he knew how to fight too, so you know, shout out to that. But that just that stuck out to me a lot. That's crazy because it's like art imitates life, or like real life is what it's also on social media. I just wanted to point that out. What you were saying?
Yeah. See, it planted seeds for early success. So I'm already
Yeah.
learned how to be a leader. I
Mm-hmm.
already learned how to be a dictator. I already learned the hierarchy of people is
Yeah.
presented by the powers and needs of other people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm learning that. So just like boom, you know what I'm saying? So we don't get psychology games. So just like this, like so
Let's go.
boom.
Let's give it.
So like him. So people gravitated towards me, and then I had things to going on or whatever. And he came and he took my shine, right? So option A, somebody see somebody on the flat surface, like the people we said on the lower frequency. So what they gonna do?
Mhm.
They gonna get jealous, right? And
Yeah.
pissed off. But see me, I'm gonna look at it like, well, guess what? he can kick everybody's ass, so he's going to damn near take over the crew. So what am I gonna do? Well, I'm gonna connect him because I know these cats. He don't. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna connect him with these cats on the level to where now we co-leaders. See,
Mm-hmm.
we didn't
Going
take
back to the observant level too, though. Like how you talking about, you was always an observer. You observe the situation.
always, even right now, bro. Like I'm listening to some heavy like cult type shit, bro. And it's inspiration for some shit that I'm writing. Um,
Cult.
yeah, cult type
You
shit,
know,
bro.
have you ever been called a cult leader before?
No, but I could easily be one.
It's because I've been called that like since I was younger. It was crazy because it's very much the same on your story. Nah, it wasn't to that, but I've always knew how to bring people together. As in, like I know, like if I bring you together, or if you're just with me one on one, I will take you outside of yourself. To
Yeah,
it's like I think outside the box. So when you interact and you talk with me, I will take you outside the box because now you get to see outside of it. And it's like people gravitated towards that. They were like, with this, with this, with this, with this. But again, it was also being an observant too, just to that.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought about that shit before, but I thought about that, and I'm just being transparent. But I'm not
Yeah.
saying see because and this is the reason why it's not for the obvious reason. It's not. See, it's not because I think I'm so high mighty and
Right.
I think I'm better than everybody else. It's that when I study the people, like I'm watching the Mendez brothers, just shit like that. When I study the shit, I see the holes in their game. So I
Yeah.
be thinking to myself, if I were to do that and do it like this instead, then I would be. So I've had these thoughts,
Yeah.
but nowadays, bro, I would have to. I would have to get famous and do some secret shit.
Yeah, that's nowadays, cause I'm an observer too. I'm like an observer, but I'm also like I go in the field like regardless. Sometimes I don't even think about it. I just go do it type shit. But I have both to those sides, so I can relate on that aspect. But what, man, respectfully too, is that all these celebrities, they're all cult leaders, whether
Yeah,
people
they're
think
all
it or not. Like,
they're all.
it,
See, now you're gonna open up a whole. I don't know if they're ready for that one, bro. Because
I don't. And then here comes the strong
I'm
points.
very
We'll talk about it
versed.
again.
I'm very versed. Hold on, let me just. We can decide, but let me just say this because I want to clarify
Yeah.
some shit. Because people will soundbite you and take your. So the only reason why I thought about that shit before is because of this.
Mhm.
I don't see why, because I feel like the downfall of everyone I've ever seen has been sex, money, and ego, right?
Yeah.
Or a combination of all three. So I'd be thinking to myself, like, how come? Okay, let's use Jim Jones for example. How
Hmm.
come he couldn't? How come he couldn't keep it 100? How come he couldn't have kept that plan to where he got all the people, built his own country, and did all that shit? But let's take out the beatings. Let's take out the fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? And let's take out. So so it's just like you can why can't you just do that without eliminating devices? If you can get
Correct.
500, 10,000 people on the same page, that we gonna
Hmm.
be on some Black Panther type shit and take
Hmm.
over this shit and have some, like I say, like he went to Guyana and have a place like
Yeah.
like Black Panther. What's the shit? The island, the planet, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
I
just
know what
gonna
you're talking
call
about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
we just gonna call it Afi Kingdom. Boom.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all know
That's. I
that
mean,
shit
it's
on
yeah. Yeah.
accident.
Written in stone.
Then this video that's gonna be when it started, they're gonna chop this up on the news. No, but I just be thinking like, damn, like, yeah, you want money, just like churches, right? On the soft end.
Hmm.
Okay, how come y'all just can't preach the word why do y'all have to take advantage of people? How come y'all can't have the same message and just be fair with it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like cats giving they 10%. Why you gonna shame somebody who ain't got it to make it seem like they don't appreciate the Lord because they don't want to give you all their money? Just shit like that, bro. Like, why
Hmm.
can't you let people get what they can? You know?
I think. I think a lot of things that greed probably. Like that or because I want to say ambition, but I think there's such thing as like there's two sides of the coin with ambition. Like you can have a healthy ambition, but you have that side of ambition that's like constantly just trying to wear yourself out. So I think it's just like, or it could be the people in their ear. What I'm saying? We never know what's going on, or there's somebody above them that's telling what to do. Like we have no idea what it comes down to. And that I wanted to. There was something that I forgot what you said. It made me think about the killing them with kindness though. Because I remember you made a video talk about killing people with kindness and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, if you have the power to ruin somebody's day or whatever the case is, and you want to ruin it, you could, based on how they make you feel. But you preached about killing with kindness. Why? And that made me think about what we were just talking about, because this is the type of leader that you're showing of yourself. Like, you kill them with kindness, but is that something that you do with your community? Because again, you're a leader of your community. Even when I discovered you and I was listening to you and you were giving me gems, you were still leading that. So is that something that you continue to do?
Oh yeah, I for sure kill people with kindness. So when you deal with people, you don't see manipulation and control is one thing, bro, but it's all about what you do with the information and the actions. Let's throw a
Mhm.
soft example. Everybody with a gun don't kill people. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can have some cold shit, but it matters about what you do with the shit. So dealing with people, especially dealing with people on a long term or consistent basis, you have to pick up on their strengths and weaknesses.
Hmm.
Now somebody would say, "Why would I want to do that?" Well, why wouldn't you want to do that? Stupid! You just gonna fucking deal with somebody forever and don't even pick up with their behaviors and shit. And then when they
Yeah.
do something, you be so goddamn confused, but they didn't showed you their behavior the whole time. So knowing people's strengths and weaknesses, you can efficiently fuck with someone.
Yeah.
To the point where it'll fuck with their soul. So like, so let's say I'm using a real example. I ain't just gonna say their names.
Okay, cool.
Let's say you're a very authoritative cat and you intimidate people.
Mm-hmm.
You authoritative cat, you intimidate people with your presence and through yelling in your words. Okay, so I see that. Okay, so boom, that's his strength, right?
Right. Yeah.
So then I'm gonna hop on the interview stream with this cat, and then he wants to try to use that strategy on me. Well, see, I know the weakness to that strategy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can get you multiple ways. So option A, I can get you like you yell at me and shit. Well, then I'm gonna yell at you back, right?
Right.
So what does that do? That's going to raise his aggression, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now he feels comfortable in his comfortable position, right?
Mm-hmm. Because this is where he is. This is where he usually is, right?
But see, the thing is, he don't know he there because I'm the one put him there.
Mm-hmm.
I put him there.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
So I put him there. So I can raise him, and then I can shut down. But he can't shut down because that's really him, but that's not really me. That's option A.
Yo, hold on, because that was like a whole other like a step that people. I want y'all to even see that though, because that was just a whole step by step of showing the control of yourself, or to mirror something and then put. Man, hold on, that was $1 million worth of game right there. That was $1 million worth of game right there. That's a damn. I fucking fuck with that heavy as hell. But that again,
see, it's a million. Guess what? Because it's $1 million worth of game to you because you can understand it. Somebody else, they hear it, it just sounds slick. Say,
right.
Like, but the power signs, but that's why you moving and shit because it's just like I got it.
It resonates.
Concept. Yeah, it's a whole concept. You understand it now because you got that frequency to understand the shit. Let me give you option B.
Okay.
So option B. See, I didn't freeze. That's unbothered, right? So me being unbothered gonna bother that person because they're used to intimidating and they're used to being authoritative, but they know there's a difference between unbothered isn't scared.
Yeah.
Unbothered means what the fuck going on? Like this is how you communicate. Are you an animal?
Mm-hmm.
Now they feel stupid.
Yeah. Because exactly.
They look like they're talking to themselves. So what do I want to do? Do I want to raise you and bring you down? Or do I want to make you look like an idiot and have you talk to yourself?
And then just hear yourself ultimately. Yeah. It's just being and again, right there is even killing them with kindness because at that point too, and I think you said this as well, it was like sometimes it's not even about getting back at them. It's about them hearing themselves. Let them just hear who they are. Let them see the reflection. Now, let me ask you though. So, okay, you see how we understood the frequency, like how I understood that. How do you do that with when you bring in clients on your Patreon to bring them down? Basically, like bring your knowledge down to earth to them. How do you bridge that gap with them? Because I know, with consultations and callings, it could be different. Because again,
you're gonna have me give up all my secrets, bro.
And listen, hey, you can just give one because we can't do all of them.
I'm gonna tell them because I'm not doing no more collabs after this unless it's just a certain. I got like a couple of people who I fuck with, like
Yeah.
If Goldie hit me or BOA hit me or AV hit me, that's like family. It's different.
Yeah.
But just some cat code with me, like you gonna have to pay me, bro, and I still might not even do
it. Hey, look. So with that being said, before you answer though, for the ones that's watching this and is viewing this, make sure this shit get up to 100 likes. And let's get the things going. If y'all want a part 2 so we can get some more shit going on. But he's gonna reveal some secrets to y'all. He's gonna let y'all know something. But I don't want you to let them know too much because I want them to savor it. Let it simmer in. And then after that, we'll get into the next video to see if they cooperate, if they really want it, just like they say they want it.
You want me? So you want me? So you want me to answer that one?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Come on. But a couple though.
It's easy, bro. So I made a video be called how to pre-qualify people in your life, right?
Mm.
So all I do is I pre-qualify people through my content.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody ain't gonna like it, but the people that like it is smart. I track. That's how come when you see my chat, it ain't nobody asking. No, people already know. When people in my shit and they call in, they getting bitches and they got rotations and they
You
stressed
said
out
yeah.
with this one or this one that's won't leave them alone. Those are the type of conversations I'm used to behind
Yeah.
the scenes. So I
You mentioned
gauge
you mentioned
through the content. That's why I was saying your shit high level. So for you, so I would say for you, still do those, but I would do simple shit too, so you can juggle it.
yeah.
Because you don't want to be too cold, then you going over everybody's head. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So simple things that you know how to do, put that shit out there too. So like have the shit you said earlier, have that, but then have like um the top 5 things I say to women to make them, something like that. Or and
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're doing that, but what I'm saying is strategically feed both of your horses. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Cause this
One and some motherfuckers don't like it and some people don't. Like, yeah, they ask some shit, some simple
uh,
shit to digest too. Because if you can speak high level, that means you can speak low level too. But you may not want to, but you gotta give them the shit. And then when they graduate, then the real shit is already there for them. See, if
right.
you see when you lower level, right? This is what
Mm-hmm.
happens. So a lot of you dating coaches, how come you can't grow? Is because you stay at lower level and then they graduate to me, right? So what
Mm-hmm.
happens is, see you, they graduate to me. So for me, I'll give them some low level shit, and then they graduate to me still.
Mm-hmm. Cause it's still there. Cause it's still the low and the high.
Yeah,
Come on, y'all. It's the connection between the both. And you
yeah.
know it's
Like,
what's
just real, just
profound.
real, just real
Go ahead.
quick, just like the books, bro. People,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get rich when I got $250 books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gauging, because there's certain types of shit, bro, that I wouldn't teach my son. You feel me? If his vibe didn't fit that, but yet I'm giving y'all access to the information. Like, yeah, bro, that's gonna cost, but I know that you gotta be a certain type of person to understand value from a book to pay that.
Yeah.
If you like it costs too much, not really, bro. Because guess what? You can get it. So watch this.
Yeah.
You'll get a consultation with me and pay $250, right? Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And from then, for one, you probably gonna forget what I said. Two, you're only gonna use the information that's applicable to you where your circumstances is right now. And three, you won't complain off of that. You can buy a book and learn concepts for 15, 20 years based off of you growing in your experiences, and you can look at it over and over again.
Yeah. And
See
okay.
the difference.
And then okay, so for someone who would think that's too much, right? How would you bring that? Well, of course the price is already there, but how would you bring that to the other side of the horse that doesn't see the value in that, but is willing to invest? Because there's people that's what they're like that may be too much, but they have that urge to be like, I'm still intrigued by it and I want it, but I just need to know what will benefit it for me. I'm trying to word it correctly, but that's just what's coming out.
Yeah, if you have all those thoughts, those books ain't for you. That's just straight up, bro. Like
Yeah.
manipulate. It's basically the books that I got that cost are teaching manipulation on a step by step level, and
Mm-hmm.
also on the flip side, is teaching you a woman on a step by step level. Trauma, fucking all of that shit. How to make women do any. I can't sell that type of shit for 19.99, bro. It
Nah,
took me
nah.
my life to learn it. So how do I counter that? Make whole series like Educator 1 through 6, King series 1 through 10, shit that I don't mind teaching everybody else.
Yeah.
You see, you can learn. You want to learn how to feel good and get inner game. Yeah, get that dope from me. Right? That's the
Mm-hmm.
Key series. Keys to future self. Keys to your
I was
crown.
just about to name that. Yeah.
It's
Keep the
all
future self.
positive shit, and that's why it costs less.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that one information is better than the other, but when you get positive information, you're either one improving yourself or your circumstances. uh, when you are on the dark side, bro, you have to control and manipulate and do dark shit, bro. And so you can learn. Maybe your uncle knows it, but if you want to learn it from me, it's gonna cost. And I know how to
Yeah.
teach it. Even some people know information, but they don't know how to teach it though. They
Mhm.
know it in their mind, but they don't know how to transfer it to the next person. I know how to transfer it to the next person by vetting to know who to tell what to, right? And
Mhm.
when to
Yeah.
tell it to, right? So, for instance, like you say you're having problems, whatever, and then so I could say, okay, put her on ice, right? But I know that you don't have the gut to put her on ice, so I'm a
Right. Yeah. Yo. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold
and
on.
you might have told me, yeah, I'm here.
I think it should be good now.
You from? Okay, yeah, yeah.
You good?
You hear me now?
Yeah. 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 It's getting
Yeah,
right.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. That's that Cali shit, huh?
Yeah,
That's that
so
Cali shit.
yeah, um, because I know how to see the, like I said, the strengths and the weaknesses. So you see how the knowing the strengths of the weaknesses can also be a benefit. It's not always a bad thing, bro. Like,
Exactly.
uh, see, when you like that's like come up. I got course books, so that's the difference. If I write a book, the information you get out that book is based off of your experiences and your awareness,
Mm-hmm.
right? So certain concepts you might not be ready for. If you're a virgin and she don't understand, take your soul. It doesn't matter how I put it. You can't even fathom that because you
You
haven't
can't
even
get to that point. Yeah.
right. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
talking to them. So yeah, I come up with
Yeah.
an indicator. That's all positive shit in stories because I know that. See that whole series is stories, teaching through my teaching through my mistakes because that's a style of being a teacher. Being a teacher and an educator, there's different styles. There's not just one style. So I could give you 5 styles. So okay, boom. So if I read the room, how do I want to teach this room? Okay, so boom. We can go. We can go. Yeah, this is the inner genius. I hope y'all learn it. This is why I say step per book because this is like for real stuff. Like so, boom, we can go motivation style. So what's that? Motivation style is I come in and I'm getting everybody pumped. All right, man, y'all ready for this? Ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, ooh. You see, like a lot of y'all niggas do shit, but y'all don't even know how to identify the shit y'all doing. Y'all just doing
Exactly.
what y'all feel. No, that's not master level. Master level is doing exactly what I can cry right now if I want to and get back and then start cussing within the drop
Yeah.
of the hat, bro. So like I can go motivational style. If so that maybe it's a more cruder crowd or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I see if it's some soft cats, I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna go teacher style, where I'm gonna go through stories. Why? Because everybody can relate to a story, and I have so much experiences that I can pull us in stories from everywhere. I may
Yeah.
start off with 3 stories, throw 3 stories out there. The one people react to, okay, we're gonna stick with that one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or we can teach a dominant style, to where I am the dictator and shut the fuck up and listen, and then we done. Or I can go to friend style, to where I want to be relatable to you, motherfuckers.
Yes. 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 And
Never
that's
on
important.
accident, players.
And that's a that was to connect that to what I was saying too earlier. It was like you gotta. There's like okay, you are what you are. Like you are yourself. You're fucking Jake. You're Jake, but you also can be Jake in a professional level. You can be Jake at working at Burger King. You can be Jake over here fucking with the hoes. You can be Jake the bartender, Jake the coach. Different hats, and then there's one that remains as whole. And that's basically what you're saying is that you still are you, but it's you know how to identify and create it to be because. And I think to go back before I think where some leaders or some people can get misconstrued it because they think that they're just one way. Of course, one way to be, but it's one way to know that I'm also multiple things. Like for instance, let's take you for example. Number one best-selling author. You know what I'm saying? Out here doing the thing. Coach, speaker, uh, actor, I believe director. And you host a book club too, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Book club. Like there's so many traveler. There's so many things that go into it, but what remains is you. And but to know that is key. But
Just like that right there, bro. My Afi Kingdom books. I can
Yeah.
fucking take all the books that I post, take that shit off, and make that a book list and sell it, bro. But I have so much information, I feel like I can afford to give that to y'all for free.
Yeah.
I be putting
And
some cold ass books up on there.
you do that though with your community. I see it when you post on community. You're like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get like this or DM me. I'll send you a book free. I think you sent me this one book. I forgot what it had to do, but it was about the get money player and more like the smooth player with that one girl. I forgot what it was titled, but you know
Conversation with the Souls.
maybe I think so. But yeah, I think so. Yeah. That was, but it was intriguing because you're really big on how many books you read. You wrote before
95 right now.
90 fucking. I'm still on my first one, so that's honestly that's just there right then and there. But again, for the
I think
information
you
that
need
you
to,
feel like,
I think you need to get on one soon because just knowing where you at, you'll get more out of. See, like a lot of cats, like let me
mm-hmm,
say this, like a lot of cats feel like, okay, I get bitches, I get money, so I don't need to read it. But I know just from being the teacher that
mm-hmm,
some points in that book is going to unlock shit in your mind times five.
right,
Certain things because ain't nobody, you ain't had nobody to tap into that thought for you to react to. Telling you,
mm-hmm,
bro, guarantee it. There's certain shit in there, bro. Like just how the conversation earlier, how that had, it's
mm-hmm.
like things in some of them books, especially the conversation shit. The conversation to the mind, dark side, hell, sex, and sacrifice. You see, those titles are even colder.
Yeah, they nice as fuck. Like, and I was thinking about earlier. I had on my algorithm came across was the underworld because I remember that was one thing that she also pointed out to me a
Mhm.
couple years ago. So, I feel I we go way back. It's been it's really been a hot minute. And
Yep.
then and I remember you sent me that, but and then because again I was in that that situation of being in the underworld and everything, but then like to get in a book, listening to it, or reading that shit, I was like, whoa, like this is a whole different like.
Mhm.
I'm in it, but I see what he's saying, and it's just like it makes sense because relatable. And then now things start to translate out and everything. Now let
But
me ask you this though, because all right, so for like clients and or our Patreon, when you go to that, is it when someone say, let's say he's an 18-year-old virgin, he's like, listen, I want to get into the underworld, because you got motherfuckers that want to call us, shout out to them because I fuck with the enthusiasm, but it's like they want to get so ahead to that step of being like, oh, I want to be in these orgies or threesomes and everything, I'm gonna spit some raw shit on that, but
Mhm.
it's just like I want to get to the orgies and threesomes. So how would you handle that situation right there? And it's not to be the secret to the coaches that
no,
want to know, but it's to
um,
bridge the gap.
you gotta get a mentor, bro. Um,
There we go.
unless see, cause see, this is how it works, bro. This is why you have to get a mentor because
Yes.
if if you are connected to that world, then you would be connected to that world. You wouldn't be figuring out how to get into it because the people around you would be introducing you to it.
Mm-hmm.
See? So that's why. So
Yeah.
the mentor is the bridge.
When did you get? Did you ever have a mentor before? Like before all this happened?
Yeah, many mentors.
How was that? I ask because I think a lot of people think they should only have one. Because I've had multiple as well. Like it's always been a like because again like you learn one thing that mentor is not going. You got to move to the next level. You got to get to level two. It's not going to be the same mentor because he was there to teach you what exactly he was there to teach you for.
Mhm.
So how was it getting for the first one for you?
I'm gonna throw my underworld book in there to teach the lesson. Can I do that? I'm gonna teach the lesson through my book without even reading it.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So look. So from Tales from the Underworld, the original book is a memoir of my life. Now, I read a lot of books, so I know how memoirs are written.
Yeah.
So I take different styles, like Conversate with the Mind. That's a poetry style.
Mm-hmm.
That's how come you niggas don't understand it because y'all don't read poetry or write it. So y'all don't understand the rhythm and melodies of the fucking shit. Y'all be confused.
Yeah.
So the people that's confused, I'm cutting y'all off from that information on purpose.
Hmm.
I want to confuse you because it's not for you. You gonna
Yeah.
read it yourself, bro. So a memoir is just usually thoughts and shit from people's lives that affected them. So I said, okay, I want to do that, but I want to enhance that. So in that book, each chapter is so I make the book 100% readable because in each chapter I learn something that I don't use into the next phase of my life, which is the next chapter.
Yeah.
So I'm teaching through my life and also hierarchy steps. Because if you try to skip to level the third chapter, you don't know where I learned how to do that unless you read the first two chapters. So
Exactly.
I'm teaching you two things at once. So like it could be a thing about me putting a woman on ice, like just basically withholding my energy from her, right? But when I learned that at 12, I'm not dealing with women yet, but I still acknowledge when I learned it. Then when I'm 13 dealing with women, now I'm initiating something that I learned years ago for the first time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times you only test what you learn. It's the wrong way to do it. You learn shit and then then you test it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you read a
Yeah.
book and it says this and then you want to go try it. No, bro. Some of these lessons when you read it are for later. And you gotta
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
going in. You don't read shit just to learn or fix situations. You read shit to relate to other people's minds on similar circumstances or open your mind to another mindset. That's the point
Hmm.
of reading.
And with that too, cause that's how I learned a lot myself. I ju- I just went for it. I just went in. I didn't. My whole thing was this like just extreme confidence. I'm there. I want to do it. If I felt guided to do it, I'm gonna do that motherfucker, and I'm gonna learn something about it. And then, just like you said, there will be okay. So say if I want to go talk to a girl, you know what I'm saying? Okay, she look cute to me. Maybe in this beginning stages, for the early ones, early birds. You know what I'm saying? I know the players, they already know, they listen to this, they're like, I ain't trying to hear this. But for the ones that want to hear it, and I'll just pull up, all right, I say, oh, she's cute. Hi, my name, hey, you're cute. Can I get your number? All right, simple, effective. It could work for wherever the stage is and how attracted she is towards you. So, boom, that works. Say I get the number, right? Okay, I just went and did it. But then afterwards, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, I got it, but then I'm gonna be like, I could have done it better. So let me see how I can do it better. Let me see how I can. Okay, maybe next time, look at her smile, or maybe grab her hand. When I grab her hand, maybe just feel it real quick, like, oh, it's soft, or maybe just have fun with it, or tease her, or something like that. Let's add some more, cause I'm not worried about the result. I was just guided to wanting to do what I wanted to do in the moment. In field, I was just in the field. I wanted to just jump in there head first, just like how you were saying.
Bro, let me tell you some advanced game. You want some advanced game?
Let's
And,
do it.
and so this is like, so when I was younger, I would build rotations with throwaway women and shit just to practice on.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I want people to know the importance of this. So I see y'all listening to this, y'all tuned in. Put some stars in chat, get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have this going, but hold on. Before you say that, I want y'all to pull your pens, pull your journals out, pull your diary, because I know some of y'all still got that motherfucker on your hands. Or take your phone out, put some notes in, listen to this thing. Please continue though, because this right here, I know exactly what you're talking
Mm-hmm. Um, Repeat me. What's the last thing I said again? Say it
It
again.
was about you had throwaways. Your rotation was full of
Yeah,
throwaways.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's like so you guys got your dream girls, which y'all think be your dream girls. When you're young and shit, you meet the girl, you be thinking that's gonna be your wife and shit, right? So
Yeah.
you're learning these strategies and shit, but you're testing it out on someone who you value too much. And that would mean that you're not gonna test it out right because you care about the outcome.
Yes.
If you care about the outcome, you're not doing a full test because
And
you're
you're
tippy
walking on
toeing.
eggshells.
You're tippy toeing. Yeah, same shit. But when you
Yeah.
don't give a fuck, that's when you really that's how like I learned. Like you don't really know the full. You can't really get the full capacity of out a woman for the most part, unless you cut her off, bro.
Yeah.
Cut off
No.
equals the improvement. The woman just ain't gonna improve because they bored, bro. They gotta
Mhm.
lose you first. That's
Yeah.
another. But I just made it sound easy, but it's actually a real concept.
It is because hell, a couple years ago, I'm not even gonna catch none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like when I was getting my first bases, hell yeah, I was getting some throwaway. Hey, come here. You know what I'm saying? Just full of them, arms full with them. Okay, it's not physically because whatever. You gotta know when to put them together. But anyways, yeah, I had a
Be
couple
like
like
how to be a player, bro.
five, sixes.
You know how to be a player. He got the one he liked, and then the other ones can come or go. It don't really matter. That's how I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they just fluctuate.
What you saying?
I said, and those ones in the group, they just fluctuate. It don't really matter. No attachment to none.
Nah, and to be honest, like, cause I had to learn to not be attached to them at work, like, cause I like them, cause I'm like, and that's another thing that tripped me out, and I know you can relate to this, and you can say something on it was that, bro, like, I used to fight myself because I used to like 2 or 3 at the same time, and I'm like, but this one obviously all of them just treated me so well, and I'm like, I'm in this internal conflict until I realized I could just balance it somehow. I could keep it somehow. And I learned it. Obviously, I had to lose a lot to learn it, and because, it's not a loss, it's more of a lesson and shit like that. But when you started learning that, like, when did you start learning that actually? Like, when did that come apparent to you? Because guys don't think they can like 2 girls at the same time. There would be folks that will ask questions. My end is like, what do I like 2 girls at the same time. I thought I really liked her, but I also really like her. And now they're in that internal conflict of what's going on with them.
I know how to bracket my feelings, and it's easy for me to do. You
let's
for me, bro. I been making y'all niggas sound like kindergarten, bro. I promise.
Yeah. That's why I'm laughing, bro. Cause
like kindergarten, bro.
Bro, cause that's what I learned too. Cause people don't know how to I can't say the word correctly, but they don't know how to bracket. Yeah, they don't know how to put it with this, with that, with that, with this, with this. You could have.
Let me give because that's an important. You're right. That's an important thing. So let me give y'all examples because I can move on to that, move on to the next thing. But that's like this is the part of the teaching part. Like that's major.
Yes.
Major. But if I continue on, then you won't know it's major.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to bring it to earth.
So I got 5 women, right? So boom. So on the surface, you could be like, I love all my bitches.
Yeah.
Okay, but we don't know how to do that. We know how to compartmentalize. So I love this one because she's so genuine, and that's it.
Yeah.
I love this one's honesty. I love this one where she's supportive, right? And so I love this one because the sex, and I love this one because something else, right? So if you take one of those things away, I still got 4 forms of love. I still got 3 forms of love, right?
Yeah.
If I love 5 women the same way, then when I lose one, I'm focused on losing that one, and then these don't get loved correctly, then you have none.
Exactly. But wait, Afi though. But what if one girl has all of them? Then what do I do?
See, that's a good question too. I got a chapter in my book, Master of the Universe. Master of her universe, excuse me, that's important. Master of her universe.
Extremely important.
Oh shit. So one of the chapters it says miss right now. Now, unless you're the type of person who lost your virginity at 14, had a baby with this girl at 16 and married her at 18, like the old school typical shit, to where you are locked down from the beginning, then you need to date for right now. When you are a young person and you grow, your feelings and needs will change.
Mm-hmm.
So you're focused on finding what you think you need at 17 and want to hold on to that when you're 23 and shit. You're going to be a whole different version of yourself at 23. You might need a whole different version of her, and she might not be the version. So you got to accept people where they're at.
Yes.
Whatever the benefits that is from that, then you extract that. But but you know, it's just like and I'm gonna make it human, put it on earth, like you just said. So
True.
I
Make
could
it.
be,
Yeah.
I could want to be a millionaire, right? So I want to be a millionaire. So I can focus my time and energy. So these are the two selections. I can focus myself in building myself to the point where I'm establishing these things and I'm in these different circles and different type of places. Throughout that duration, I'm doing the reps of how I need to be and things of that nature. So then when
Yeah.
I make those connections, I'm ready for them, right?
Yeah.
Or option B, um, I'm trying to make two of my friends millionaires, right? This one kind of want to do it, this one ain't sure. So what do you think my energy should be going towards? See, we're
Brought it
gonna
back down to earth.
we're gonna put it here. We're gonna put it here on ourselves and build to our stuff to attract the other millionaires versus flipping a coin to create these two. And then after these 2 years, they don't want to be it. Now I'm still starting from square one again. I could have had
Yes.
five and their friends already.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm saying is I'm not saying don't help out people around you. Is what I'm telling you is don't try to reconvert and reconstruct people that's not ready for the frequency you trying to speak on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. No. No. Yes. Actually, because that's been a big thing in my life. You know, the higher I've been just moving, you know, within, because everything, I believe everything happens within, you know, just, but then that shows externally to where you're supposed to be. Whether that's even going in head first on something, you learn about it and you want to learn to become a millionaire, you don't just say, I'm going to be a millionaire. You take the first step into what being a millionaire is to you, learning about it, creating a plan, and executing it. It steps to everything. And then that's one of the biggest things that has been real because I'm on a whole different mindset, frequency than a lot of people around me. And it's no shade or disrespect. And I don't want to take anything from anything away from anyone because our journeys are completely different. But I've been in those stages to where I've been like, hey, hey, bro, like, if you think like this with her, it's gonna be a whole completely thing. Because if you move like this, you do like this, or if you set up this type of money, or if you put yourself on this platform, X, Y, Z, you can get there. I'm an artist, so I'm surrounded by other artists. But because you're with artists, doesn't necessarily mean those artists are ready to be top artists though. Because, and I seen this the other day, and shout out to it because that's gonna be a video for another time. Was that normal people get normal results, exceptional people get exceptional results. So now I learned that I can still have love for the folks that I've came up with and those who want to stay where they're at. And it's no shade, but that doesn't. I'm an exceptional motherfucker, so I can't. I can coincide with them because I can still be with them, but that doesn't mean I relate to them. You can choose your side and still understand the other side. And I think again that goes back into a lot of things we were just speaking on of the higher frequency, but then bringing it back to earth. But the teaching and then the student, it's like it's a connection between the two. It's like it's a beautiful thing to know the part into what it comes to. And again, how was that for you? Moving up as of where you're going. Your mindset, different moves you're making. You know what I'm saying? You going on set, going traveling to different places. That's intimidating to a lot of people, bro. Things that you do, like real shit. When people get into that bag, it's
and
like
it's
okay,
crazy, and it's crazy too, because see, somebody will be jealous of the shit that I'm doing, right?
right.
Whether it's traveling, fucking with different women, dressing, whatever it is. And the whole time, I think I'm at level
New
3
belt.
on max.
Mm-hmm.
You thinking I'm thinking I'm all that. I feel bad about myself because my level 10 look way different than what I'm at right now.
Yes, sir.
But you don't know what that level 10 looks like for me. So you thinking this is the top shit.
Yeah, that's some real shit right there. So I want to bridge that part together because I don't want to take too much of your time. I know we speaking. I know we can speak for eons, but how do you go about the jealousy that can be around you? Just as moving up or learning the knowledge that you knew and learning how to finesse. Because at the end of the day, you still off there. At the end of the day, you still want. Not, I can't speak for you, but I think people still want the down to earth and loyal people around them. You know, they're good. Like they want the best for me. Because going up, there's people that's not gonna want the best for you. You know,
And
just
just
speaking raw.
and just real quick too, because I see we approaching the hour mark and shit. No, I'm good for like another 20 or 30, bro. Because there's
Oh, say
something,
less. We going there.
there's something that need to be said that ain't gonna be said within the next 5 minutes. And it ain't
Facts.
no way to just wrap it up when I'm just sitting here fucking chilling. You
That's
know what
that's
I'm
why
saying?
I hate it because I'm like I hate because you know I don't like I hate to I love ending but I hate them because it's like it's like soon as that time approaches but it's like there's still so much to unbox like I there's too much to learn but you know off of what I was saying though please
Um, read me again one more time.
mm. Learning about jealousy you know and how to maneuver in that as you're progressing.
Good. One, go get my book on Amazon called "So You Want to Be a Content Creator" because I cover that shit too. Y'all thought it was just the video.
Jeez.
See? So it's kind of like the 48 Laws of Power, but it talks about content and it's broken up into four brackets. The mindset you have to have, the financial shit, and the people skills and shit. So on
Yeah.
the on the people skills, there's a chapter called Create Hate. Right? So a
Mhm.
lot of your friends and family will become haters. They might not even been haters before you. You
Yeah.
may be an introduction to being a hater, right? Because there hasn't been anyone close to them that precipitate what they see. Like it's different for people on TV and people from the outside. You know, it's
Right.
just like the same thing like your family. If you are the person in your family that goes to college, it's a big deal versus a family where everybody goes to college.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a big difference. So create hate. So the first thing I say is, um, you know, expect it because if you don't have haters, it's the real shit. If you don't have haters, you're not doing anything, right?
Thanks.
And that's real shit because it's like how if you're a bum, then how you gonna make somebody jealous?
Yeah.
You know, like even the bums, at least be the bum with you got two blankets and everybody else got one. Like you always want to be higher than the normal or whatever level you at. Just because you can't reach this high level, don't
Yeah.
mean you can't maximize the level that you're on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god, man! You better make me turn some shit that I have for a video. I'm gonna say a little bit though. I'm gonna say just a little bit because I got a video that's coming up. It's basically like be the star wherever you at. Because regardless, not everyone is gonna make it to the top of where they think they're gonna be to. So if your top is in this certain level of industry or in this certain status or in this just wherever you are in the environment,
Remind me
be
if
the
you want to hurt
king.
feelings too. My bad. If you want to hurt feelings, remind me too.
Party.
If you want to hurt some feelings, remind me about that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I will. Most definitely.
Want to smile, nigga?
You know, so this is what get this is the growth out of y'all. Okay, we're here for y'all. But it's just be king to where the fuck you at. Because not everybody is gonna get the nicest bitch. Not everyone's gonna get that rotation. Not everyone's gonna get the nicest house, the nicest car. Be fucking honest with yourselves. Just be real and accept the reality of what it is and be real with your ambition. Cause like that's and I touch on it. This is I'm simplifying it, but be the star. Cause AllStar lifestyle, baby. But be the star where you at. You can outshine everyone where you are. You could be that star in that gas station. If
Y'all
that's
see
what you
how his
want.
voice changed when he said it? See, that's like little shit like that y'all need to pay attention to. The energy changed. You know, you talking like this, you feel me? Like, see, that's the whole energy that just changed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cause and I know you know it, and they feel it too. Cause even when I said it, I felt it. It was even right there. It's a whole different bag too. That's another thing we can touch on. But just be keen to where you at. Cause I think a lot of people not honest into their ambitions or what they want, and I think a lot of it has to do with the social media or whatever it is. And for a great example, because I'm keen to the law of attraction, right? Everything around you is it's a reflection of you. So like again, there's a lot of beautiful things around me that reflects me. Like this one right here, like I love this right here. This is my trophy. Best artist, Izzy Cartel. I was given this. Shout out to the lady that gave this to me. But it's there's a lot of things around me. But I want to point this out to say this that I forgot he got the belt on him. So that's translating into a whole different level.
Good. I'm glad you brought that up. Right. See
Hmm.
this. I told you the hour mark you was gonna bring. So I told you, nigga.
I know, right? I would have hated to
Look,
hate to end
y'all,
it.
y'all sleeping on my psychic skills, bro. Y'all think I just be running my mouth. I'm telling you.
Nah,
Uh,
you be knowing. Yeah, they sleep, but you be knowing. You be knowing.
I'm gonna drop it heavy. So look, like just like that. See, wrestling is back cool again, but I was showing my shit before it wasn't back cool again. So
Hmm.
what does that mean? That means that the confidence internally is so within, it's so in me that
Yeah.
what you think, and especially hoes, because you dudes would be one way with your homies, but then when you don't want women to talk to you a certain way. I don't care, right?
Yeah.
But the I don't careness is attractive to women.
Yes. Yes.
Like that, he a fool with that wrestling belt. See, she's already intrigued in what? Because the thing is when women are interested in you, everything becomes cool, fam. And
Yes.
we can have this same belt. She gonna say I'm a fool for having it, and she gonna ask you why you got it.
Yeah. Because she's attracted to you, and to the one she's attracted to, she wants to know why, or maybe she even wants to try on the belt. It's like, I want to see if it looks good on me. Okay, let me go ahead and, oh, come here then. Let me put this belt on you real quick. Just and play with it, have fun with it,
This
all
thing
that.
was
Yes, and I wanted to point that out because the this who how you okay even like this, right? I had this this profound message came to me, but it was about listen to people what they say with who they are, like their labels. All right, so you got Afi Kingdom, you got Isaac, AllStar Lifestyle. You think we're just putting those names just to put those names there? No, this is an internal thing. It's in like it's inside, so it's as above, so below. As within, so without. It's just a translation. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, like anyone who labels themselves as anything in this world is truly what they say they are. Even if they're joking, there's some truth to it. Now you can have fun and fuck around, it's cool. But that also made me think of this. I remember when you first interviewed me, you were like, I said something. And I don't want to repeat it again just because I know how the powerful words are. But you were like, why are you saying that? You cats need to stop saying you need to stop saying things and taking it away from yourself. So if someone calls you a star and you can be like, oh no, I'm just a regular guy. But you mean it. You're like, bro, why don't you just take what's being given to you instead of taking it away from yourself? And that made me think of the power of words. And this is something that you're huge on is the power of words. Because I mean, everything is about you with not everything, but a lot of it, is the dominance is in your words, is in what you say, what you bring, how you bridge, how you think, what you analyze and shit. And I find that commendable, man. To be
appreciate
honest,
that. And
for
I'm not
sure.
up here yelling or nothing either. Like, that's the power of knowing what you know. Because
Yeah,
sometimes you think it's the louder what you talk,
yeah.
not the louder that you talk. You want to condense that information. It's just like a radio. You put it up all the way to the top. Usually that's not the best, right?
Mm-hmm.
You
No,
gotta,
it's not.
yeah, you don't
Yeah,
just at the top one, close to the top, but you gotta. If the show should say 100, maybe it sit at 92. If your should
yep.
go to 10, maybe it go to 8, but it don't go all the way to the top.
Exactly.
You
It,
know,
it, it, no, it, and that's another thing with confidence, right? For those that are listening who got their, journals out, go ahead, put the stars in the chat because we drop another gems and shit. But is that the knowing is always firm. It's like this. It's a movement. It's never I don't need to project myself for you to listen to me.
right?
I need you. Hey, listen. Hey, take a
You bring them
moment.
in. You bring them
Yes,
in.
just
Bring
listen.
where you at. Yeah, that's what I do
Yes.
on YouTube. I bring people to where I'm at. Bro, I could have had 100,000 subscribers already if I were to talk about shit that I think is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
How to get her back. Fucking, I don't give a fuck about shit like that, but I know that people do it. How to get her
Yeah.
back. How to get women to like you. How to text. Oh, the bet my success with Tinder and how to maximize the shit. Looks maxi. I know the shit that the masses like. Pop the balloon. I'm not doing that shit. I don't
Yeah,
want no parts of that. I'm not popping no balloons. I'm not fucking. I'm just not, bro. Because I'm a whole grown ass man, bro. I'm not a fucking clown. I'm not a comedian. And guess what? If I do want to be a clown and a comedian, well then my paycheck need to say it. Because right now the paycheck that I get, it don't say clown or comedian on there. It
real
says
shit.
else. Right? When
Yeah,
I start getting them checks that say that, then maybe, and we gotta see how much checks is.
I mean that, and that's
Never don't know, but comedian for sure.
that made me think of just because you've always been big on like always being like, okay, I'm gonna talk about these things, but I want to change it. I want to change like what I'm teaching you. Because I remember there's a video, I forgot what it was titled. I don't want to butcher the title, but I know because you said it earlier. This is like your last collab. You're like, I don't want to, I want to focus on what I'm focusing on right now, whether that's Patreon, your book club, Instagram, and you're like, you're done with this shit. But why though? Like what, like what got you to that point for
Excellent shit, bro. Well, for one, I had to dumb myself down just to get on here.
it?
Because no, and hold on, let me just. I'm not clowning nobody. I'm not being a clown. This is just the real shit. So I'm gonna give you a
Yeah.
little backstory. Is so the whole reason why I got on YouTube is because um so I used to listen to Mr. Lacard. Well, no, excuse me. I used to listen to Tariq Nasheed first. So there wasn't no such thing as YouTube. It
Mm-hmm.
was uh it was MacLessonsRadio.com and TariqLeak.com. So basically, you would go onto the website every Wednesday. He would drop an hour podcast. You just listen to it. There wasn't no drop no comments. Or there's none of that shit. You just press play. The shit went on for an hour and then it
Mm-hmm.
went off. That's how
Yeah.
come and that's how come that I be on about people participating on my live shows because I'd be like, when I used to watch podcasts, I wasn't able to interact with the motherfucker who was on there.
Yeah.
Or you tell them what I felt or what I learned. You listen to the shit and wait until Wednesday. And then so when he came out with that movie Hidden Colors, his content became a little too political for my liking. Like I'm not against it, but I don't want to hear about the slaves and Martin Luther King. I could do that shit like on my own time. I'm not tuning in every Wednesday for that. I'm tuning in because I like to hear game. And it's not even just about hearing it to learn it. It's about hearing it to resonate. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, to relate.
Right. So Mr. Lucario had a commercial at the beginning. Come to badboymembership.com. Come on to the Bad Boy Membership. And then so I was just like, you know what? Let me go to the badboymembership.com because I don't
That's
want to hear about these fucking Uma Thurman and all that shit. I'm sorry, Matari Gashi, but I'm young. I'm like 19, 20. I don't want to hear that shit. I just came from school.
yeah.
Right? So I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want
I'm trying to release that. I just learned too much, bro. I want to
yeah,
hear some real. I want to hear some shit about some bitches or something.
I don't
Talk
want no
about, yeah.
resting on my own time. So from that, he had like a little kind of webinar type thing, and then that's how I got connected to game on YouTube because I didn't know about YouTube content back then. I would only
Mhm.
go to YouTube to like Google shit, like you got how to change your own oil or how to fix this. I fuck some shit up, how to fix
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I didn't look at YouTube to listen to content. I would look at it to like learn how to do
Learn
it.
how to do things. Yeah,
Or just shit like movie previews, things like that. Not like because there wasn't no really such thing as YouTube on podcasts. So
yeah.
so when so then Mr. Lucario was the first person, and then I started hearing about Minister Jap. I started watching his shit, and I used to like his shit because I had never heard anybody like talk about single moms and shit like that, like online, like only amongst my friends. I would see those conversations, and then from those two, I got on the O'Shea, and then would have guests, so then I got on to everybody else and shit. So I would hear some of this dating content, and I used to want to make content, but Corey Wayne, I forgot about him, maybe not. And so I would say to myself, like, that's not my vibe, bro. Like, it seemed like these niggas is characters mostly, and I'm not talking about the part. I'm just saying like just the typical dating coach people. So I felt
Yeah.
like even though I know this shit better than them, they ain't gonna accept no cat like for real cat. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, and this is 2017. I'm looking at this shit. So back then, the people be coming on like, hey guys. So today, like, I'm not that fucking type person. And
Yeah.
then so when AMS came out, I say, well, shit, bro, I can do this because he on there talking the same shit like me. Fuck these hoes to sleep and all of this shit. So I'm like, I can get with this.
Yeah.
And so then I start looking at the topics about single moms and shit like that. So I would make troll videos.
Hmm.
That's how I started. So I would make troll videos. So like, you know, yeah, because I would make fun of it, and then because I wanted to troll people, because I know that when I'm saying shit, and then I know people will go click, I know people will click on my page off the
Yeah.
comments that I leave, because like I leave like fire signs and stuff like that, just to support, and I know how the algo shit goes and stuff like that. But I'm
Right.
saying back then I wasn't making no content really,
Hmm.
so I'll take the time out to really say how I feel and shit like that, and drop game or whatever. And I would want people to be like, "Who the fuck is this?" And then they'd be like, "Oh, it's a person." Right. So that's the reason, only reason why I didn't never think, oh, I'm gonna be a dating coach, nothing like that. I started because of that. So just like certain videos, like how to stop flakes. So I make a video on how to stop. I still do that. Still clickbait. How to stop flakes. And then the video will be like, have more bitches. So
Yeah.
it's like I'm giving you real advice. It's just I know that's not what you thought you was gonna get.
You was
But
going there for, yeah.
yep.
Just
And
you made an example of the how to be a content creator.
yeah.
Like how they think it's how to be a content creator, but you were also talking about the jealousy in it too, and what goes into it as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I,
So that's how I that's how I started. And then so that's so you're saying as far as done. Cause so the thing is, I told myself I was gonna give myself 5 years, just whatever happened with no expectations. If I got, cause even cause these numbers go different, bro. Like
Mhm.
it probably took me 2 years to get my first 10K, but then
Yeah,
I've seen people get 10K in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And then certain months, like I think I've got like I think the most subscribers I got in a month maybe like 3,000, right? But
yeah,
then I've had months where I got like 72. So, but the thing is, you don't know what these numbers do unless because you might stop. I might stop at the 72, and next month I was supposed to get 3,000, but I stopped right here.
yeah.
So my intent with doing the shit was way different. I built some strong relationships, some strong networks of people. And when I say that I'm not doing YouTube, that don't mean that I'm not going to take all my videos off and go strictly to Patreon. But I'm not playing the YouTube game no more. Like when you start this shit and you see people get rich and shit that you know and blow up, and next thing you know, they 500,000, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you know your value and your talents, you look at it like, well, I could do this shit too. And so when that doesn't happen, it can disappoint you. So you just got to get to a point. So I'm at a point now, like I don't really care what my videos do or whatever. I'm just want to talk to the people who I need to talk to. I'm gonna, stay current and stuff. But I'm just saying, like so from now forward, I'm gonna promote myself. Well, how I'm gonna do that? Well, I have my books, but I can talk. I can give you a video on how to get girls and tell you I got books, or I can actually narrate my own books, right? So that's gonna be a way of promoting myself.
But
You,
yeah,
I don't have to think about content no more, so I'm not stressing myself out on what the fuck am I going to talk to about? Nothing. No, I'm just gonna pick up my goddamn book and read chapter 2.
yeah,
Right? You like that shit? You like that shit? Go buy it. You don't like it enough? Well, then next week we gonna go to chapter 3. You still getting the free.
yeah.
So
Exactly. It's just like how you said, like every Wednesday, just wait for the next thing. Just giving them that gem in there. I
but
think
I've
that's
been, I've been there, bro, where I'm trying to go live every day, doing shorts, doing uploads. Like
yeah,
I told what me and Goldie was talking. I was like, yeah, bro, like I did that. He was like, oh, you got to do spam some shit. Like, don't think I ain't did that. I met you later, bro, and it ain't like I was doing it like 10 times. I was doing that shit for years. I had it. I was streaming every single day, 5 days a week, 2 guest hosts. Then I would have the panels on Sundays, which are hard to plan, and because you got to get all these same people on the same page,
mm-hmm.
moderate it, because everybody don't moderate their panels. Moderate it. That shit draining. 10 niggas with egos, bro. You gotta have game just for that. Because that's one thing that I do. When I would on my panels, I don't just let people just talk. I'm not an asshole, but I'm definitely in control.
Yeah,
It's not just saying whatever the fuck they want to say, and I'm just sitting there. It's on my channel. I'm like, no, this shit needs to be directed and guided a certain way. And I got on this motherfucker. This is the talking point. We can go on rants and shit, but we gotta circle back every single time because this is my time.
at the end of the day, yeah.
I'm not flying up the stream so y'all niggas can just talk to each other for hours and hours, not just sit there. Like, no, there's a purpose behind it. And then and
Yeah.
then on top of that, a Patreon content was separate, not just I'm using this and Patreon, a whole separate content. And then I would sometimes still go live from the car doing. So I put in my shit, bro. I just like Instagram better because it's a high like some people don't know. Like I go viral on Instagram. I'm not saying I do it every single day, but I've been doing YouTube for 6 years. I went viral 0 times.
Mm-hmm.
I, dude, I'm going viral on Instagram right now, like
Yeah.
literally right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is too is and like some people don't know because when you see posts, you like and comment, then you move the fuck on. You don't see where my shit ends up. I got a video, bro, that I just did a meme that I put out.
A
People don't
meme.
people don't understand that views are one thing. So I get some shit that hit 1 million views. I got 100,000 shares on the meme, bro. You know how much that is?
100K. Yeah.
Shares, not views, just
It
shit.
shares.
You go to any famous person or rapper that they don't even be having that, bro. And they be having millions of followers.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah. And they get people have like 100K followers get 2 likes,
Yeah.
10 likes, 15 likes.
You see, I be having shit with 2,000, 3,000 comments and shit all the time. At least a couple of hundred. On
Yeah.
my YouTube, I don't get a couple of hundred every single time. So it's like, so why would I keep feeding this horse? See how we reverted back? That's master level. When
Yes.
this horse is telling me, like, what the fuck you doing, nigga? I can run the mile. He can't even run, you know what I mean? It's like the rock in wrestling. He puts more gas into the movie and shit because that's where the money is at. But he still
Yeah.
reverted back to what put him in position to make that money.
Exactly. And I'm gonna actually revert this into another thing because remember you said how you started your YouTube channel, you was trolling, and with your memes, not memes, you were saying that it's like having fun. It's like trolling, saying and shit, talking shit,
My,
and
my,
you see
my,
how it's
I didn't have to change.
at all. You just you stay true to it, and you know what's incredible? Like even when I started like Instagram, like I go up on Instagram too. I actually have a great amount of traction, which I'm grateful for. On my Young is Cartel page, my We're Evolution is like I got like 4.5K profile visits. I only got like 200 followers on We're Evolution. I ain't about that, but even on my YouTube, I started becoming consistent on YouTube, like for real, in like May. Cause remember, I was posting
You was
videos,
doing it before.
but then I stopped.
Your
But then
intent changed. You repackaged yourself.
I had to. I was like, I love this part, but like there's so much change. But then when I came back and I started really being consistent to them, I had like 120 something. I'm at like 340 right now. But that's just like I've been getting the most love when I've been.
All you need is one, bro.
Yeah.
All you need is one. That's the cold part about it. Like my wrestling shit. Like my shit. Like part of it's luck. Like I was sharing I start sharing reels. My shits just start hitting, bro. Like and I guess it was just kind of cool because like people don't understand. Like when you get shadow banned and shit like that, and hella restrictions and hella flags on your channel. Yeah, you still got your channel, but they don't promote your shit the same. So I had a fresh start on some new shit that I was passionate about. And I tell you, once Jake the Snake followed me, I'm like, God damn, bro. Like, you can't make this shit up. I've listed one of my wrestling idols and shit. And my shit is getting so much forward and so many shares that it made it to his motherfucking phone.
Yeah. What was you getting shadow banned for?
Huh?
What was you getting shadow banned for?
Was I getting shadow banned for?
Yeah, like because that's a new concept to me. I haven't heard or anything.
Just making content that's pushing the narrative that either A, YouTube don't want, or B, they not making money from.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh wow.
It's like Red Pill. They was pushing Red Pill shit hard because it was making them money. But then when it started being controversial, they don't want to be associated.
I see. Yeah, that shit died the fuck down like hella. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to the creators. I hope they rebrand themselves and push themselves forward to create what they need to create for that. Cause
just like that, like Fresh and Fit. They even had me thinking that they had everybody thinking that all they needed to do is talk to girls and they could get rich too, because that's how easy they made it look. They don't see all the behind the hours and networking and meeting the bitches and all that. They just look like, oh shit, all they doing is sitting down talking to women. So
Yeah.
you see all these podcasts starting to do that at the time and shit. And it don't work like that, you know?
Yeah, they got a lot of that. Again, it's like it's just everybody's following to what everybody's following, and that's one thing that I'm getting to connect to a lot more. I think because again, it's like I like the trends, but I'm here to I'm the trend already. So like what I'm doing and what I'm saying and how I'm moving is gonna be the trend, but I am like I'm gonna still keep my ear to the streets. Basically, I'm still gonna be a part of that. But to me, to bridge that to you is that it sounds like you moving on to the next level, just like how we were talking about earlier. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. So like
that's
for
what's
me,
happening.
like everything is like a butterfly effect, but people only see surface things. Like somebody might say, "Why you write so many books?" Don't you realize I'm fucking my money up by writing so many books?
Mm.
Reason why? Because I'm giving people too many options. It's way easier for me to sell 5 books 1 million times than it is to try to get people interested in 90 books. But that
Mm.
just shows you with my that's all it's a stack like this. So that's my mind, essentially.
Yes,
If it's not on books, that means it's here. That's not good to have all that here.
let
If
it
y'all
out.
have
Yeah,
all that here, I can't even do my regular shit. I have all these fucking ideas, so it's like throwing up. I'm just throwing up the shit. So anyways, um, I'm passionate about wrestling for different reasons, and it has nothing to do with fights. It's all about psychology, building character, shit like that,
I love the
storyline.
intros.
Yeah, the promos, the
How
talks.
they introduce themselves is so crazy. The
Uh,
walk, the music. I just whew.
so look, so I'm a forward speaker and a forward thinker. So
Mm.
eventually, I don't have a timestamp on it, but I am going to be a writer for WWE. Okay,
Yeah,
so how you gonna do that? Well, I've been building my clout the whole time, and I know that wrestling are big marks for people with clout who like the product. Well, guess what? Not only do I like the product, I'm familiar with the product. Not only I'm familiar with the product, I can break down the product better than anybody associated with your product,
hmm
right? Oh, so get to the writing part. Well, what I'm building my resume. So it's not about wrestling. Wrestling is stories. Those are storylines. They're not flipping the coin. Oh, John versus no. There's stories. There's character. There's tweeners and all of that. See, so I'm writing. I'm training myself for that. So I write different books because when I say I got 95 books, they're not all about how to get a bitch level 95.
hmm
Know what I'm saying? There's different shit. There's stories. I'm writing the shit that I'm writing now is a story. It's the same thing as a storyline. All I gotta do is build characters. I'm learning how to do that. I'm practicing for my next level in life. Wrestling. What happens with wrestling? Well, well, you get to travel and be on TV every day, every week. So what's that going to do? Introduce me to celebrities and shit. So what that mean? I can get high profile athlete consults and shit. Get paid 10,000. You know what I mean? Whatever, make connects. I want to get in the movies. I'm shot to BOA. I'm gonna fly out to New York at the end of this month. I'm gonna be in that movie.
On
I
to
don't,
the next level.
I don't want to be on this motherfucker for 10 years talking about bitches and shit and shit like that, bro. And if I do, let it be somebody who's read my books, invested in my content, and having an individual situation.
Yeah,
You know,
and I want to with that. I think it's an importance for people to that's listening right now is that it's good to evolve. I think it's good to change. Whether if you want to again, it goes back into another thing was that saying be the star where you want to be. If you want to choose to do what you want to do, that's fine. But accept that, be there and live in it, breathe it. But
just like right now. So just before I forget, so next year
yeah,
I'm taking some acting classes. Now I know how to act, and I improvise, but I feel like to compete, why not know the technical part of it too? Because then I
mm,
could beat their asses, and they'd be like, "Oh, you got style and charisma and shit, but what's a so and so?" And I gotta sit there looking dumb. Now I can be like, "Oh, what's so and so? What's a so and so? So and so?" See, now I can talk their language, but guess what? They can't talk my language.
right. That's why they're getting you in, especially as an actor. because that's what they ultimately look for. Because I've gotten
And when I
my
mean
couple
when I
offers.
mention people gonna watch it, even the people that 'cause, I mean shit, even if somebody I don't like, and they do a movie, I'm gonna want to watch the shit just so I can clown their ass or whatever. So it's all the same money though.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna come out with a rap album eventually, and it ain't because I do not rap. I'm not saying I'm Drake, Kanye West, or fucking.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
talked about that actually.
but I mean, whatever. That I'm just saying it out loud. Do you have to know how to rap to be a rapper at this point? No. So I'm gonna put some shit out. So y'all want to clown me or ride to it? Y'all still gonna buy it? So I'm still
And
gonna get
listen
paid.
to it
So
and get the experience of it. Yeah.
and shit. Just ride listening to myself or riding listening to myself with your bitch. She gonna like it. So
And that's a fucking danger.
no emotion changed in my face. See that? I could have laughed.
yeah. I had to though, because I know what it's like for folks to listen to my music and with their girl, or to listen to my like when I speak to my viewers or when I speak behind the scenes to clients and everything. I just don't let her know that you got a coach. I say that this, because things change. You change within, like you start, because even if it's not evolving on a level to, well, you will, it's gonna happen. But with fucking with women, like your confidence, the way you speak, your tonality, how you move, the evolution, the moving on to the next phase, the like being stoic about certain shit. Like you change, you start to move extremely different, and people want to brag, about, hey, oh yeah, my coach is or hey, who this is? Oh, I don't know, this your ass. Okay, but I like it. What's his name? What's his Instagram? And it's like a whole spiel, man. It's crazy. It's
You-
crazy.
you- I want to touch on one thing too, and this is the hurt the feelings part,
Oh,
right?
let's go.
See, a lot of guys, bro, you don't know what things really are. Like, so let me unpack it. So you think you're a player because you got 5 women calling you, and so you
Hmm.
pop your collar. You think you a player because you got bitches. What you think? Because you went on 3 dates and had sex with 2 different ones. You think you a player? It's inaccurate, bro. First off, you don't even know why you're getting women. See, a lot of you niggas think that you have game and you have zero game. What's happening is you are good looking, or you may have some muscles, or you may have a nice face, or you may have a nice car, and so you're able to attract these women and maybe even have sex with them because it shouldn't take long, but 1 or 2 dates. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
3 max. So then, but you can't keep because you don't even know what it is about you that's getting these women, bro.
Exactly.
So you think you got game and shit, but really you just a chat. Or you think you got game, but really you just a funny guy, bro. And you know how to make
Hmm.
the women. Just because you're making the women laugh, don't mean you got game, bro. That
Yeah.
means you know how to make the women laugh. It's not. Don't try to make it what you want it to be. Let me
Hmm.
tell you, if you got game, game is not having sex with women. Game is not having choosing signals. Game is having the ability to control people. Game is the ability to control situations. Game is having the ability to change narratives and to change people's principles. You see, getting pussy doesn't mean doing that. You see the
Exactly.
level?
No, it does it.
You get all the pussy you think you're getting and all the tender matches. It don't equal out to that, bro. What is that? So your girl's a Christian? Well, if she fuck with me, she gonna be a Baptist. Now I'm heating up. See, that's real game. So
That
whatever
is.
niggas doing and you think you're doing, just figure out and just accept what it is. If you or if you a flashy cat and you just getting bitches like that, that's fine. But don't think it's because you sexy, bro. It's because of the stuff, bro. At least understand your real bait.
Yes.
You gotta understand your own bait. Women will think I'm a handsome guy. I got nice eyes. I got a beard, shit like that. I got nice hair, but I also know that women just like the way I move, bro.
Yeah.
Move.
And then go back to the game, knowledge of yourself, because that's how you know what is for yourself. So that's game right there. And and fuck, it was something that you were saying, because that is so on point. That's the deeper
Just
part of
like this,
everything.
bro. The conversation we have, I can't have with 100 people, and if I
Mhm.
do, I'm gonna have to like quarterback the whole thing, which is not gonna make it organic because it's a seesaw. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
the one doing both. It need to be going both.
yeah, Yeah, exactly. It needs to be a back and forth, a transparent thing. Again, this is why this conversation surfaced when you reach out. You're like, hey, let's have a convo for these type of things because
See,
I
if we had a
like this.
Q&A and shit, we would never reach these levels, bro.
No,
Never.
at all,
We would have
at
been.
all.
They would have been like, so what about this fucking bullshit? Then we would have been unpacking they fucking bullshit.
Yes,
We wouldn't be able to have gotten here, bro.
we.
Now you see
I
why,
gotta.
right?
You
Now you
said
see
what?
why. Now you see why I was like, nah, bro. I don't want to do no show. I want to talk.
Yeah, just have a conversation. Yes, yes, and I'm glad that you did. And now I see it because it was like I was like, okay, I'm used to lies, whatever. But to go, fuck that part. I gotta talk about this real quick because you were talking about if she's a Christian, but with me she's gonna be a Baptist. I want people to know this shit right here, right now, because people think they got the game. I see people they always talking about, oh, the game is the game. Oh yeah, pull the girl like this, do like this. Oh yeah, she likes me. Everything that you was just naming. Look, I like this shit. I flash. I like doing it, everything. But here's what I'm saying. If I had, this is why I like women in power, like CEOs, managers type of women, because to you on the surface level they could think that this woman right here is, oh, I gotta do something for her. I gotta walk on eggshells. I gotta tiptoe around her. I gotta impress her.
You just
No,
gotta be a kryptonite. Watch that. Look, figured you out. That's where you're going, right? Gotta be a kryptonite, bro. That's it.
that yes, that because at the end of the day, you because again too what I've learned is like you see her as you see seeing her on the surface level. I see something beyond that though. I see someone who wants to have a moment to relax and let her hair fucking down. Like I see someone who wants to be with a man who's gonna give her that space for her to open up and be that fucking submissive bitch that y'all always really want for real. Because that right there, even she's okay, she's this leader to y'all, but to me, she is gonna be the one who is making my fucking sandwich or some shit. She's gonna adapt to my world. Again, it was like how you were saying before. I'm bringing them to my world, and that's how it goes. You're gonna come into my world. I'm not going into your world.
I'm gonna say something so slick. The show still. I should end it right here, but I don't want to end it. But it's so slick. It should end right here.
Yeah,
It's
you should have ended an hour ago. Shit.
hold on, bro. God damn it! My fucking dog. Hold on. I lost my thought. That's what I get. I was looking at my dog. Hold on.
Look, they don't want it to end already,
Um, what the hell was I about to say?
man.
Damn, it was heavy, bro. Fuck.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back it always does that. It always gonna do that.
Yeah,
But
because you get see, because I got too invested in my thoughts and I didn't control my thoughts.
Yeah, there you go. Look,
Too invested in them. I got too invested in my thoughts.
down into the wall. But that's just so beautiful, because it is about because they got control themselves. Again, knowledge of yourself.
Got it. So
Let's
this
go.
this is why you niggas need to stop. You gotta pick you a big three, bro, and stop watching all this shit. You gotta pick your style, because guess what? The
Mhm.
podcast, what happens is you watch all these podcasts and these YouTubers and shit, and you think that it's teaching you how to talk. But the most effective thing in the game is knowing how to listen. Let's just do a part two. Out. That's it.
That's it. That's it. That was
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that,
That
I-
icing on the fucking cake right there. Yes.
Hit me in the DMs, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
We'll do another one.
Yeah. We gonna have to speak soon. Yes, man. Hey, peace. Until next time. I'm gonna keep this in the building.